Welcome back to a new video here on the channel. This is going to be, I believe this is going to be the fourth video in the Road to Profitability series, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about time management and how you can find time to get all the things you need to get done for the day, to get them done. And I also want to touch a little bit on low ambition and what I see a lot in people. So let's start with just explaining my day, how I get things done. I got four main things that I have to get done every day. That's trading session, gym session, or just working out at home 2 days of the week. I just do apps at home, reading my Bible, praying. Those four things I have to get done every single day. I got other things that I would like to get done, but these are my main priorities. Okay, so I wake up. I really don't do anything in the morning. Just get to school. At school for like 6 hours. As soon as I come home, sometimes I end school a little bit late, so sometimes I have to almost run home or mark everything out on the charts before I even get home. So immediately I do my trading, jump on the charts for like an hour, half an hour. It depends. Never more than 1.5 hours. So, or sure, if I'm in a trade, I'm not gonna just leave the charts fully. I don't think I usually don't do that. But normally from an hour to an hour and a half on the charts. After that, I eat dinner. Sometimes not immediately after, so then I have a little window where I could get some other tasks done. I also drink 3 liters of water every single day, so that's such a little thing, but it takes up a little bit of time. I'm not gonna lie. So I could get small tasks like that done. I could also pray in that window, read the Bible maybe. But sometimes I don't have any time. We eat dinner immediately after I'm done with my training session. Sometimes my training session even overlaps dinner, so I come a little late to dinner. But after that, I usually eat, and immediately after dinner, I usually get my training clothes on, and I go to the gym. Walk to the gym is like 20 minutes, 20 minutes back. I usually work out for like an hour to an hour and a half. When I get home, shower, usually eat something, and then I read the Bible, I pray, I do skincare. And at this point, it might not sound like a lot, but at this point, it's already pretty late. It's almost bedtime. Yeah, I don't really have a bedtime, but I like to get my 8 hours of sleep, of course. Um, so after this, it's basically time to go to bed. If we have a little time over, I like to record videos like I do right now. That's also a task that I like to get done more often. And today I recorded a lot of videos because I'm home today and I have a lot of time. Normally I don't have that much time, but also I'm coping a little bit right there and trying to lie to myself, kinda, because I do have enough time to record videos usually. But when you have like 20 minutes left of the day, your mom is yelling at you, you need to study, all these things. Your mind just doesn't jump to recording a video. That's why I'm not really doing it that often anymore. But I'm gonna really start to focus on it a bit more. Um, yeah, and also short form videos on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. I like to post every now and then. Gotta gotta become more consistent with that as well. But yeah, that's basically my day. And you see how stacked, or you hear how stacked my day is. And this leads me into the topic that I also want to discuss: low ambition. That I've seen people like, my day is so stacked. I don't have time to be bored. I see people complaining all the time about being bored, and all I can think is how can you even be bored? Like there's so much to do. Even let's think about my day today. Okay, maybe you have school, you come home from school. Maybe you don't want to trade. You don't do day trading. Okay, it's not for you. I think everyone should have a secondary source of income, or if it's your job trading, then you can only have that income. But I think everyone should have a income that they control. They don't have a boss, nothing. Um, so yeah, let's say you don't do trading though. Then you have an extra hour, an hour and a half, where you can do whatever you want. You can play your video game for an hour and a half. But then after that, you gotta hit the gym. The whole process takes like 2 hours. Um, Yeah, and after that, when you get home, maybe you post some videos, maybe you read the Bible, maybe you pray, whatever, right? Like really, if you're at school for like 6 hours, already right there, that's a big chunk of the day that's gone. Yeah, you go to the gym, the whole process takes about 2 hours. Already there, 8 hours just gone, just like that. And you eat dinner. Let's say the whole process takes like 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe sometimes. Um, yeah, so even if you have low ambition, you still like get a lot of things done. You shouldn't ever be bored. Like your day is not that long, honestly. So you should never be able to be bored, in my opinion. Like I said before, even if you don't really have big dreams and goals, there's still a lot of cool things to do. Like I don't know, I play chess every now and then. That's like one of my, I guess, guilty pleasures. That's one of the things I do now instead of playing video games like I used to do. I think it's much better than playing video games. It doesn't fry your dopamine in the brain that much, and it doesn't, in my opinion, get you ass hooked. Like I could easily just, okay, I'm not gonna play no more. But if I play a video game and my friends hop on the video game, it's gonna be harder to just stop, right? Um, but yeah, that's like I don't really have that much more to say. I'm just like, um, I'm like in shock how people can be bored all the time. Like every single friend that I have almost complains about being bored. Everything's so boring. They don't have anything to do. Well, what you need is a goal in life. You need a passion, something to work towards every day. Before I even cared that much about making money, I used to play soccer. But even with soccer, I used to come home from school and immediately go to the pitch every single day with my friend and play soccer for like 2 hours. After I did that, I got home, showered. Then I used to do stretching, recovery, and then I had a TikTok account about soccer, which I used to post videos on. So it doesn't matter what you do, you just gotta do it. You just gotta have a passion for it, right? So I haven't always been passionate about the same things, but I've always been passionate, always had goals. Because life without goals, so empty, so empty. I remember a time where I took kind of a pause from trading. Um, yeah, I was kind of stuck a little bit in trading because of age and other personal things. I was kind of stuck in my journey, so I took a pause from trading. Uh, I still played soccer though, and I had that, but I wasn't like passionate about it. I came to practice, had my jacket on, like half of the fucking practice. I warmed up with my phone in my hand. Like, I was scrolling reels and warming up. Like I wasn't taking it seriously at all. I was like half enjoying it. I was enjoying it every now and then. And every time I used to walk home from training and have that alone time with myself, just my thoughts, I felt so empty. I was like, man, I really don't have any passions no more, or anything that I want to fight to achieve every single day, like I have now with training, and like I used to have with soccer. Uh, and by the way, the only reason why I'm calling it soccer and not football is so everyone can understand what I mean. I always call it soccer. And I always call it football, and I apologize if it just sounds like I'm ranting on and just blabbering about different things. But at the end, you need to find something to find meaning. You need to find something that you can fight for every day and something you really really want to achieve. In my opinion, not just a rank in a video game or whatever. Like I see most of my friends are want to achieve, because once you achieve that, it's like, okay, what do I do now? Most people just find it boring after that. But if you actually have a dream, let's say you want to become a fighter, MMA fighter, okay? You want to reach the UFC. Once you get to the UFC, if you ever get there, obviously it's very, very difficult. If you ever get there, it's not like you get to the UFC and feel empty. No, there's a new stage now. Now you gotta perform there. Now you gotta stay there. Now you gotta win the belt. All these things. So find something that is good for you, a sport, making money, something that is truly valuable, and fight for it every day. Try to achieve it. Trust me, if you do this, you won't have time to be bored. So yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about today. People with low ambition, in my time schedule,